from Duke, we have Florida State. Shout out the Noles. I know you don't like me saying that, but I gotta give everybody their shout outs. The Noles went 9-3, 5-3 in ACC play. The won the Cheez-It Bowl against Oklahoma against Brett Venables. So again, shout out the Noles. Jordan Travis returns for what's looked to be a lot of hype is around Florida State. A lot of hype is around Tallahassee. Normally, when that happens, teams fold, but I don't think that'll happen this year. Keon Coleman, they stole my dog. It hurt. They stole my dog.
Oh, yeah.
Keon Coleman transfers in the wide receiver. Johnny Wilson has a lot to prove, 6'7" guy, but they say his hands, and I ain't gonna lie, his hands is iffy. Can't even lie on that. And Jared Verse returns. Jared Verse was a highly touted DN from Albany. Transferred in, had a great year last year. I think he got hurt though. So, but
he did get hurt, but he came back. Probably the best player in the ACC.
Man, hey, look, if we not talking quarterbacks for sure. And then I also wanted to give a shout out to the cornerback Ronaldo Green. I like Ronaldo Green. He's a nice little cover guy. He's not afraid to hit you. So shout out Ronaldo. Just a little bit about. I know you don't want to say too much about him because he's your rival.
Well, actually, I have a lot to say about them. I think that this team is stacked. They are scary. I can't lie to you. Like I said earlier about Clemson, they took advantage of the unlike Clemson, they took advantage of the transfer portal. They got Fentrell Cypress coming from UVA, shutdown corner. Having him on the outside is going to help them a lot, especially once you compound that with that crazy pass rush that they already got. Jaheim Bell coming in from, I want to say, South Carolina. Is that where he came from?
I think so. Don't fact checker. Just fact checkers.
Yeah, I believe he's from South Carolina.
But yeah, dude, so your point with Cephas and Ronaldo, that should be tough defensively.
Yeah, he came from South Carolina. And like you said, Johnny Wilson's a dog. Jared Verse is a dog. Jordan Travis could be in the Heisman conversation depending on how the season goes. They have a solid running back, man. It's really not too much you can say about Florida State. They were second in scoring offense last year, second in offensive and defensive efficiency. If they can keep the teams rolling, I mean, there's no reason that they're not in the ACC championship or the college football playoff.
I for sure have them go ACC championship for sure. So with all that being said, and they still boasted the 16th overall recruiting class. So let's get into the schedule. They got the run back with LSU. Last year was a great game to start college football. It came down, Jaden Daniels laid him down to score, but the extra point was blocked, I believe, by Jared Verse, if I'm not mistaken. So great game. I'm looking forward to the rematch, a neutral site, and I have them winning again.
I have them losing this game, but it's not really because I don't think that they can win. I just think that LSU probably going to want to come out and build on that momentum that they had at the end of the season last year. They got the quarterback coming back as well, so I think they'll be in a better shape going into this game this time than they were last time.
Yeah, the only thing about LSU, man, and I was so high on Jalen Daniels, but man, I'm starting to sell my stock on him.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, man.
I never thought he was like a great quarterback. I always thought he was a good athlete. He can get the job done, but he's not. I don't think he's like NFL quality.
Man, the thing with me, I just fell in love with that freshman year. I couldn't let it go, but it's time to let it go.
It's hard because you look back at Arizona State here, it was crazy. It looked like.
It's almost. I think it's about that time for me to let it go. But moving on, we got Southern Miss next. I think that's a blowout W. Shout out Frank Gore Jr. But yeah, I think this is an easy W.
Yeah, they getting them out the way easy, especially at Doak Campbell.
Yeah, so then we go at Boston College. Again, we're both on Boston College. I think there's a W there as well.
Definitely, they're getting them out of there.
All right, then we go at Clemson. I have it as a W again. I think you had it as a toss-up, correct?
Yeah, this is a toss-up for me, but I think if they lose, I don't think they lose both. They either lose to LSU or they lose to Clemson. I don't see them losing.
That's respectable. Then we got at home against Virginia Tech, W.
Yeah, especially coming off a bye week. They should be good.
Yep. And then we got Syracuse, another W.
W at home for sure.
I have Duke, another W as explained. As explained earlier.
Yep, and their homecoming game, they should come out and show out.
Yep. And then we have at Wake Forest, W.
Yeah.
At Pitt, that's another W in my opinion. Shout out Pitt, but I just think Florida State is going to be a little too much.
Yeah, it may be a tough game for them, but yeah, it should be a W.
Yep. Then we have at home versus the U, which sometimes these games it don't matter. It's close, but I don't think so this year. I think Florida State gets the U out of the way.
Yeah, especially coming off of how they beat us last year, they may just I don't know. They'll probably win though.
All right. Then we got University of Northern Alabama with a W. This isn't Alabama. This is Northern Alabama.
Right now, yeah.
And then last game of the season at Florida in the swamp. I think the game is going to be tough because it's in the swamp. Shout out Billy Napier, but I have this as a W as well.
Yeah, I think they can easily go into the swamp and do their thing. I think it'll be a competitive game, but in the end they'll probably have so much more to play for than Florida.
Yeah, for sure. I think well, if they do what I do at 11-0, you for sure want to win this game. 12-0, I think that almost guarantees you a
spot. Yeah, guarantees you a spot. Even if you lose the ACC championship, yeah, you may still get in there.
Yep. So with that being said, I have Florida State at 12-0, 8-0 in the ACC play, going against Clemson in the ACC championship.
Yeah, I have them at 11-1 or 12-0 going into the ACC championship and probably winning.
Yep. All right, cool. So
thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.